What I have here, this is a very popular musical instrument. It's called the qing. Anywhere in the world, wherever you go and you see people with this instrument, you're likely to find that they are Hmong. So this is kind of like the symbol of our people. And this instrument is usually used during, when someone dies, Funeral, there you go, funerals. And it's used to guide the spirits back to the ancestors. So you will blow through this top, and your hand, you will hold it this way. With your fingers, there's like little holes here. And there's one at the top too. I don't know how to play this, but I'm gonna just blow just so that we know how it is. Shot. It was very tough, because basically, we had to pack up everything that we had and leave on foot. And we had to pretty much, go by night so that we wouldn't be discovered. In the daytimes, we would hide. And at first we had our horses to help us carry our luggages and belongings, but then, after a certain time, we had to just pretty much take over. And so I remember at that time I was like about 5 or 6, but I had to walk pretty much all the way. And so we had to walk through jungles of Laos, and then, to the Mekong River, crossing it. Our boat almost sank. A lot of people's boats sank. And so a lot of people died at the Mekong River. And also on the way, a lot of people died of disease and communist attacks. So I was pretty young at that time, but I could still remember vividly what's going on. Back in Laos, as adults, they could take care of themselves. They have they have status. But here in this country, the world's kind of upside down to them. A lot of them don't have the language capability, and they can't communicate. They can't find a good job. They have to rely on their children to be the voice and for everything, pretty much. And so a lot of them become very depressed and very unhappy.
What are some of these things?
Okay, what we have here is, in Hmong it's called pandao, and it's a story cloth. I think the one that we have open right now, it just shows like trees and birds and animals, but then usually we also have, in this bigger one, which we'll show later, you'll see, kind of like a Hmong community depicting our way of life back in Laos. We do subsistence farming. We have, livestock, and we live in the countrysides and huts and things like that. So these pandao started pretty much after the war, when we had to escape from Laos in 95 and 75. Then our Hmong women started to pretty much, do the pandao to remember our way of life.